Not bad boy. Oh.
Hello.
Good evening, everybody. I'm here. Sorry I was a couple minutes late, but I have a son, and he decides to be a 2-year-old boy, like 2-year-old boys be. So I had to deal with some dad stuff, which is good now. But he's down to sleep. So, and the mic is suddenly on. What's up? Say hello to everybody in the chat. Here we have Miyatoro-san, konbanwa, konnichiwa. And Taiki PH, thanks for coming again, man, all the way from the Philippines. Man. He says, hello, Andy and Dan just dropped in to say hi. I can't stay for the stream that long currently. Evacuating from a super typhoon. Oh my God, we just had one of those in Japan. Hagapis, check that out on Andy's channel. But be careful, man. Be careful. Definitely. 気をつけてくださいね。気をつけてね。I'm going to pop this up a little bit. There you go. So I'm not cutting off my head. Come on. There we go. Not cutting my head. And yeah. Good old Andy. Andy is the mod there. Tiny hiragana in the chat says Miyahiro. That's what it says. It's the chat is Andy knows. Like sometimes it's really hard to see some of the the hiragana and katakana, and definitely kanji ne. Kanji wa ne, すっごく読みにくい時ありますので. Anyway, let's get this live kicked off. And as we always do, I study English, but my English skill is low. 大丈夫ですよ. My English level is really low too, even though I'm American. But anyway, is this chat, if it's not on the big screen? Yeah, in this chat, if it's not on the big screen, yeah. 日本語でも大丈夫ですよ。本当に、宮広さん、ぜひ、日本語でも大丈夫ですので、アンディさんは、日本語すごくうまいなので、僕はね、なんとなく日本語わかるから、まあ、大丈夫ですよ。一番大切なのは、英語でも日本語でもどんな言葉でも間違いは大丈夫ですよ。間違いは大切だから、間違いしながら学ぶんですよ。だから、Let's learn together. 一緒にお互いに頑張りましょう。Haha, you're good. Yeah, you're good too, man. Don't be so humble. Well, anyway. Andy's real good. We're both good. We're both good, yeah. Anyway, as we always do on my streams, we start with a kanpai. So make sure, and you can kind of see it edging in there on the edge of the screen there. This big old bottle right here. This is what I'm drinking. I'm drinking whiskey. And I got this from just a local kind of like, I don't know, Cosmos. Cosmos is just kind of like a kind of a drugstore, but it has groceries and stuff like that. But I bought this one just because I don't even know what the brand name is. There's really no brand name. It just says whiskey. Like there's a W right there. Like I don't know. I don't think there's a brand name to this. It just said whiskey, and it was like super true. Oh. That's the Kyushu Trails right there. There's the Kyushu Trails. What's up, man? What up, Wombat? Yeah. Whiskey. It's the original whiskey. Yeah, so I thought this was really funny. So I wanted to get this. Miyahiro-san says, okay, but I want to study English. できる限り英語で頑張ります。無理など、無理な時は日本語にします。はい。大丈夫ですよ。Anyway, it's the original whiskey. So, anyway, we got enough people here. We always do a cheers. We do a kanpai. So if you have something to drink with you, let's kanpai. I know there's a little bit of a lag going on. I don't want this all up in my face that much. There we go. That's where I want the microphone. Yeah, for sure. So let's do a kanpai here. Give a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kanpai! お疲れ様です。I got me some whiskey and Coke. Good old Coca-Cola and whiskey. So I got at least one name brand. I got one name brand in my whiskey. No brand. No brand. It just says whiskey. 37% alcohol. So this is going to be a fun stream, yo. I don't like alcohol. That's fine. That's fine. That's the thing. I mean, if you like alcohol, awesome. If you don't, awesome. Yeah. So again, on tonight's stream, if you hung out last week, I know Andy was hanging out here last week. Kyushu Trails probably popped in for a little bit last week. Miyahiro-san was here. Miyahiro-san, maybe his first time, but that's okay. Taiki-san was here last time. Everybody, wish Taiki-san luck. Apparently, there's a typhoon headed towards the Philippines, so another super crazy typhoon, whatnot. But I found this great list on the internet, and yeah, I just wanted to keep covering it. Let me pull it up here. But it was an interesting article, just kind of like a blog post. Not too sure, but stay safe, Taiki, says Andy. Thank you, for sure. I feel like I'm a little bit out of focus. There we go. Now I'm focused. It said 138 different things, different unique cultures in Japan. How there was a big whole list of 138 things that are very unique Japanese, and I wanted to just go through the whole list, see what sticks, and see what we can talk about. I don't like to be too structured with my streams. I just kind of like to be derailed and talk and be me, and we'll go through there. I'm actually gonna post something really quick to try to get some more people up in the chats here. So give me a quick sec here. Let's see if Siri's gonna help me out. Come hang out on my live stream. All right. Just posted something. I actually I run a meetup group. Meetup.com. Hit me up in the chat if you know what Meetup is. But I am an organizer for a meetup group that I started by myself almost 2 years ago. And yeah, post on Twitter or whatever your social media is. If you get the chance, guys. Yeah, thank you, Andy. Yeah, it helps people, get this stream out there, get my message out there. But anyway, going back to what I was talking about, I started a meetup group. Meetup. Has anybody been to a meetup before? Meetup.com. It's a really great app, and on my meetup, I have about 1,200 followers. Actually, they call them members. So I have over 1,000 members on my meetup, and I always like to put out a discussion on there. Yeah. Oh yeah, Andy, meetup is actually pretty fun, and a lot of my I do meetups every Thursday night, right? And I have a good close to 15 to 20 people that come every single night, and I'm the only organizer. It's my event, and basically we just do English Japanese. We do English for 15 minutes, Japanese for 15 minutes, English Japanese for about 2 hours, right? And every night it's close to, or every Thursday night it's close to 15 to 20 people, yeah, Kyushu Trails. It's actually fun, yeah, and I charge 200 yen because I have to pay Meetup to host, to be an organizer. I actually have to pay Meetup a small fee. But I have an unlimited account. So yeah, and I don't really beg people for subscribes there, because that's all my meetup is about. My meetup is all about just kind of language exchange, culture exchange. We get lots of people that come, but it does help me drum up some subscribers and stuff like that. So I like to send out a message there, because basically when I send out a message to that meetup group, that message gets blasted out to 1,200 people. So we'll see. I don't know. Some of my regular members, they come and whatnot. So anyway, Kyushu Trails, everybody. Check out Kyushu's Trail. He had a slightly viral video, Inunaki Tunnel. And I want to go check that out, because it's really not that far from me, I don't think. Got what, over 3,000 now, right? 3,000 views, which is awesome. Yeah. Oh, look, a thumbs up button. Bam, pound it. Boom. Yeah. All right, so let's get on. Oh, hey, Kyushu Trails, kampai. Were you here for the kampai? Anyway, let's get into the topic. It's already 20 minutes into the stream, and I haven't even got to the topic. But we'll really quickly recap the ones we went through. And again, this list has 138, and I know we're not going to get through all of them tonight. So Miyahiro-san says, "Where are you from?" I'm from America. From the United States of America. Where are you from? Where are you from in Japan? Which part? I live in Kyushu. I live in Fukuoka. So does Kyushu Trails. We both live in Fukuoka, and we don't really live that far apart. And we're probably gonna, hopefully, we gotta do some hiking, man. I want to do some hiking. Anyway, let's see what I'm saying? I get derailed constantly. I'm gonna recap the ones that I covered from these 138 types of Japanese culture. Number 1, Japanese food. As we all know, Japanese food is very unique. Onsen. Onsen is very unique Japanese. Kimono. Manga was number 4. Number 5 was temples and shrines. Very unique to Japan. Number 6 is Hanami. Hanami, very unique culture in Japan. Hanami. Number 7, Japanese architecture, which, yeah. I think, some very unique things about Japanese architecture. Excuse me. Number 8, festivals. Japan has very very unique festivals. Go check out Andy's videos. He's got amazing video on. We can organize a meetup. We can organize a hiking meetup. I would love to do that. That would be awesome. Festivals, yes. Number 9 was tea ceremony. I got snacks. I'll bring the off-brand whiskey. Anyway, number 10 was Japanese movies. There's a lot of very unique Japanese movies. Number 11 was green tea. So, I get green tea, but then they had tea ceremony. So I guess they are separate. The green tea, they have different varieties, green tea, whatever. Anyway, that's one thing with this list. It's a really big list, and I think there's a lot of the cultures that can be lumped together. But yeah, anyway, so we left off on the green tea, number 11. So we're going to be bouncing on to number 12. Let me catch up in chat here. Kyushu Trail says, "I got the snacks." Oh, I responded to that because I got the whiskey, but and he says, "Yes, Nagano here. I'll bring the beer then." Beer. Because alcohol and climbing mountains, super safe. Yep. They don't go hand in hand? No. Kyushu Trails got the joke beer, yeah. Kyushu Trails is actually looking for a remote control for a car. So if you find one, he's looking for a remote control for a tiny remote control car. If you have stolen it or you have found a remote control for a Jeep, please return that to Kyushu Trails. Inside jokes Follow him on Twitter. You'll get it. All right. Okay, so number 12. Let's just dive into it here. So number 12, definitely. Thanks, give it back. Told you, man, it's in Inunaki. Again, so number 12, definitely very, very uniquely Japanese. Kabuki. Hit me up in chat if you have ever been to kabuki. I have never been to a kabuki. Never. And I would like to. I just have never, I don't know. I just never been one of those things where it's like, I'm pretty sure it's readily available, like if I've searched for it. Never been wanna go. I want to go just because, so I can say I have gone. Been to a hostess club once. I don't feel like they're the same though. They're gonna do a Kabuki Star Wars story, right? Yeah, I would definitely. Yeah. I saw the marketing for that. They're pushing that one hard. I would like that. Kabuki Kogen no. Yeah, I don't think I've never been to any of those. And I definitely would like to. So, but Kabuki, just, if anybody is watching the stream on a live, the replay of the live stream, great with my words. I've gotten like quite a few like live stream replays. I don't know how long they are, but like I've gotten quite a few. It's pretty cool. Anyway, Kabuki is a type of traditional dance drama theater that was once a popular form of entertainment, typically located in pleasure districts. Hence Andy's comment about the hostess club. Anyway, all the roles in the kabuki play, including female characters, are traditionally performed by male actors. In the Edo era, it was common for kabuki performances to run all night long, and actors were the nation's top celebrities. Actors take the stage name of their teacher, who is often their father or grandfather. Families of actors are known to preserve the same style, spirit, technique, and performance from hundreds of years. Yeah. You see that quite a bit, like Nandaime. What generation are they of the family? So, yeah. Definitely thought you were talking about Kabukura. It's close, Kabukura. Yeah, Kabuki. I've been to a hostess club before. I mean, like when I was traveling around as still as a college student, and my friends are like, hey, let's go to this place because he's a foreigner and we can go into this like strip curly bar, So, oh, are you looking at something? Nani go miteru desu ka? Yes, I'm looking at my cell phone. I'm looking at my cell phone because I have some notes, and I have a long list of 138 different types of Japanese culture. 138の、日本の、文化のリストですね。Yeah, I got dragged there by an old guy. He was dragging you. Come on, Andy. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at my cell phone. Miyahiro-san. Yeah. So that's Kabuki. I just know that they're very known for their kind of very dramatic face paint and over the top kind of theatrical things. I think even if I went to the Kabuki, I've been studying Japanese for 15 years. I wouldn't probably understand only 30% of it. Because they talk, they I don't know. I can't even imitate Kabuki speaking, but they kind of talk like super old and whatnot. So anyway, number 13 on the list. Bowing. Ojigi. I think Japan has a very unique bowing culture. Is Kabakura the same as a snack bar? No, my friend. No, it's not. Snack. I would say snack is much more, depends on the kind of snack, but snacks in general are just kind of little dive bars, right? Getting no jiggy with it, getting jiggy with it. Yeah, are less seedy, and they can just be really kind of laid back. You do kind of have some of the mama snack bars, where they have the girls there, the kind of the bar girls there, you know. But Kamakura is definitely showing some skin or very skimpy stuff. A lot of dancing on stage, and girls kind of sitting around you. So anyway, that's Kamakura. That's a different late night video. Yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, ojigi. Japan, there's definitely other Asian cultures that have bowing and whatnot, but I think Japan, it's definitely ingrained in the culture. The different kinds of bowing, and I think someone could definitely do a it's already late night, dude.
Late night. Late night.
With my whiskey. Ojigi. Yeah, ojigi. Bowing. Yeah, ojigi. Bow. But like I was saying, someone could definitely do a video on ojigi, because there's many different ojigi in Japan, like dogeza, yeah, I don't know all the names. I think I know all the names, but whatever. There's just a lot of different types of bowing in Japan, and one thing that's really interesting is that I see people kind of like bowing when they're on the phone. They're like, oh, hi, arigatou gozaimashita. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Like bowing on the phone, and it's just kind of like that's part of the culture. Like that, like those words, usually when you're saying them, you're bowing, and it's just very interesting, So yeah, no, I do that too. I do that too. I'm like, hi, so desu ne, yoroshiku, so desu ne, yoroshiku onegaishimasu. The whole that kind of like talking, right? I'm surprised Dogen hasn't done a video like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the whole so you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that whole kind of thing. Anyway, yeah, bowing, ojigi, very unique to Japan. Yeah. Anyway, cool. I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was saying. He probably has. Yeah, he has so many. He has hundreds of videos. I haven't even touched anywhere close to anywhere the iceberg that is Dogen. Dogen-san. Dogen. Number 14. Number 14 could be it could be a rabbit hole. A rabbit hole? Rabbit chase? What is it? Rabbit hole? Anyway, well, maybe not too much of a rabbit hole, but number 14 is kawaii culture. The kawaii culture of Japan. And how many things in Japan are kawaii'd up. They're all kawaii'd up. Just so much stuff is just kawaii. Everything. I don't say everything, but a lot of stuff is all kawaii'd up. 182 videos. That's still a big old chunk of videos, But the thing is, Andy, with his videos, like they're not that long, so you could probably do it pretty dang quick, right? Yeah, I have to go. また来れたら来ます。ありがとうございました。Thank you very much. はい、お辞儀。ぜひ登録お願いします。If you subscribe 登録したら、ライブすると notification が来ますので、ぜひよろしくお願いします。You can subscribe. Please do. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, he takes to get his intonation perfect. Like I saw that and I'm like, dang, dude. Like, he really gets that. And I feel like he put out a video out there very recently. Kind of talking about that. But anyway, kawaii culture. See, I got off topic. But it's not that I don't not get into the kawaii culture of Japan. I'm just not. Yeah, you see it a lot. It's not that I'm not a fan of it, but I don't care. Like, it's just not my style. Like this, recently I've been listening to a lot of black metal and like metalcore and stuff like that, just because and like death metal and thrash metal and like just crazy metal, like melt your face metal. Because I get in those moods. Like I'm not depressed or anything like that. I don't have. There's nothing wrong with me. Sometimes I just want to freaking listen to some freaking screamo and just bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So kawaii culture, there's actually kawaii. What is it? Baby metal. And there's like a genre in Japan like baby metal. Yeah. I've been back in a hardcore, post-hardcore mode. Right. Like, I've been even listening to like folk metal. Like the whole like Viking metal. Like, I've just been on a metal binge lately. Yeah. So that's why I don't know. I've always been into like that kind of really hardcore music. So I've never been really the kind of kawaii guy kind of type. I don't need all this stuff, plushies and cute little pencil bag and like cute little like look, my cell phone case is black. My chair is black. Yeah, baby metal, man. Baby metal. All right. Here's the thing with baby metal. Instrumentally, I think it's pretty good, right? But then you just have like the cute 15-year-old girls that are like, baby metal. It's just like trying to mash two things together, and I get it. It's interesting, but they're trying to kawaii up something that, fundamentally is just not kawaii, not cute, So it is what it is. But yeah, kawaii culture. There's a character for everything, and they try to make everything cute and appealing, and it works. I think it sells. Like, people really, take like cute stuff, and it works. But that's definitely, the kawaii culture is a very big thing in Japan. I'm just not the best person to talk about it, but kawaii. Number 15. I love me number 15. And number 15 is great. And number 15 is izakaya. I love me a good izakaya. And izakaya, I love them. They're just basically Japanese pubs that serve you like good stuff to drink with. Like good food, good drinking food, good fried food, just all sorts of stuff that is good. Like, some of the best like times I've ever had have been at izakaya. But let's read the informed description. But it says izakaya are Japanese pubs that are found in large numbers throughout the country. Yes, very very much so. The countryside, they're often the only nightlife in the town. Yes, for sure. Yeah, there. Some of the inakas. Some of the izakaya in, kind of the inaka areas, I've been to a few of them. They're banging, dude. You'll meet some of the nicest people you've ever met. Like, super old dudes that, like, that's their hangout spot. That is their only source of entertainment. I don't want to say their only source of entertainment, but that's their drinking. That's their hub. That's where they hang out. That's where they get drunk. That's where they, that's whatever. But let's read further in. In the cities, there are popular spots to begin in evening. Then that may progress to karaoke or other nightlife options. Yeah, izakaya. I've been to so many of them. And yeah, I've been to like multiple izakaya in one night, like back to back to back to back to back. Because that's the thing in Japan, going to multiple bars. I mean, you can go to multiple bars in the United States, but not as much as Japan. Like, I've been to, like, when I would go to, like, on a drinking night, kanpai to whoever's in the chat. Looks like I got 4 or 5 people, so kanpai. I've been to, like, maybe 6 or 7 bars in, like, one night in Japan, and that's a regular thing, right? In the United States, sometimes you can kind of go club hopping a little bit, but it's just kind of like pain in the butt sometimes, just because the United States, like, it's so spread out. Every once in a while you have kind of like, back where I'm from, Kyushu Trail says, pub crawls are a thing in the U.S. We do that in Aussie. Yeah, pub crawls are definitely a thing, for sure. And there's a lot of, like, companies that were like, hey, get on our pub crawl bus. So they'll, like, take you around, But you have to literally get on a bus, and they take you there because most times the places are just way too spread out. And, you have to drive everywhere, right? So, like, in the United States, like, if you're going to go drinking somewhere, you got the DD, you got the designated dummy, but actually the really smart one when you think about it. But you got the designated driver, and, you go to one place, and y'all drink there, and whatnot, If you live in town, you can kind of hop around a little bit more in the bigger cities, but, here in Japan, it's definitely made for it. It's just the public transportation. There's just so many more options, and it's just so much more accessible to go to many different places in one night, And he said something, I got to catch up because I skipped over one, and it said there's some Japanese, and I just want to go back to it. That's a thing back home, but Nijikai is a given here. Yeah. Nijikai is for sure, if you went out with somebody and you only went to one place, then you didn't hit it off. Like, you guys, like, it wasn't, something wasn't clicking, and you guys just weren't really that good of friends or whatnot, whatever. In Australia, these pubs are, there's pubs on every corner. Yeah. Just like Japan. Yeah. You know what, guys? Give me a quick second here. I got to put something on my feet. I've got socks on. My feet are getting cold. It's winter, yo. I usually I'm pretty, like, warm-blooded, pretty hot, but my feet are getting cold. I mean, it is December. Check out my awesome headphone head. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. I had to get some socks on my toesies. Yeah. And he says, that's why I stream in my kotatsu. Kotatsu are the bomb. But unfortunately, my desk is not a kotatsu. That'd be sick, though. A kotatsu desk? I'm sure that's a thing. In Japan. So, back in black metal. Anyway. How does this look? Looks dumb. Looks really dumb. Knocking my headphones off and crap. So, anyway, izakaya, number 15. Number 15. Number 16. I saw kotatsu tables the other day. Yeah. I think I've seen kotatsu like dinner tables. For sure, like a little bit higher. Yeah. I kind of kotatsu table would be like banging, yeah. For sure. I love me our kotatsu banging, dude. Like, I don't know why they don't have those in the United States, or maybe they do now. No, they probably don't. They probably don't. Yeah. In a D2. What's a D2? I don't know. Anyway. Number 16. Number 16. I can't really talk about number 16 too much. I know what they are or who they are. I'm just going to get to it. Number 16 is Miko-san. R2-D2. Funny enough, I watched Star Wars yesterday. A New Hope. I started in the right direction, in the right order, right? Right order. Just because I wanted to watch Star Wars yesterday. Walmart mixed with the Home Depot. It's got to be a Nagano thing. We have Goo Days here. Goo Days. Anyway, number 16, Miko. Miko are shrine maidens who play an important role in the rituals and operation of Shinto shrines. They have a mysterious past and are historically were historically involved. The wording is like not right in this blog post, but whatever. In what might be described as a magical and sorcery role. So anyway, yeah, Goo Day. Teriko-san. Konnichiwa. Thank you for jumping in here again. Kanpai. Thanks for joining, yeah. You're playing Dead by Daylight again. Hope you don't die. I remember last time, was it my stream or was it Andy's streams? I forget. I think it was Andy's stream. You're playing Dead by Daylight and you got like rocked. You got rocked, yeah. But Miko-san. So basically, you see Miko-san. Basically, it's the women kind of dressed up, and I believe it's kind of white tops and like they have this like kind of red bottoms, but usually, I don't know, very Japanese looking kind of things. Anyway, they're kind of the shrine maidens, I guess is what the English is what they're calling them. So usually you'll see them selling the omamori and kind of helping out with some of the ceremonies, but definitely not in the main role. Usually, almost always, it's going to be a male figure that's doing the main ceremony goods. They might be kind of the main ceremonial rituals, but yeah, for sure. Miko-san. I can't talk too much about Miko-san because I don't know much about it. So, number 17, I don't know too much about it either. And number 18, I don't know too much about it either. But yeah, we'll talk about it anyways. But number 17 is Japanese masks. Omen. Japanese masks. Japanese have dozens of traditional masks for battle, for theater, for rituals, celebrations. Modern life in Japan is also filled with medical masks. Hey, they slipped one under there. Medical masks. Yeah. Medical mask. I wear medical masks quite a bit, actually. Usually when it becomes winter time, I wear medical masks, even if I'm not sick. Just because in Japan, a lot of people get sick. Well, anywhere in the world, a lot of people get sick when, seasons are changing and stuff like that. But they're basically just surgical masks that you put on your face. But I wear them so I don't get, I ride the train, I ride the bus. I'm in contact with a lot of people every single day that I don't know. And I don't know what kind of germs and whatever they're kind of spreading, So I wear them to kind of protect myself from the world. But more than that, it's freaking cold, right? Today was super windy, so I wear the mask because it keeps my face warm. When it's super cold outside, I wear a mask, to keep my face warm. and also protect me from just crap germs and whatnot that you can get from people on the bus or on the train or wherever you're at walking around town. So yeah, but mask. But you'll see lots of kitsune masks, lots of fox masks, namahage, which I think is kind of like in Tohoku area. They have like kind of like big old monster mask, and tengu masks. Tengu. Somebody can probably put a tengu emoji in chat. I put a tengu emoji in Andy's live stream yesterday, and he kind of giggled a little bit because I think it was like Bobu no hana wa nagai desu or something like that. Yeah, tengu masks are pretty banging, right? Like the long nose. I don't really know much about the tengu. I know it's kind of like a demon, maybe a mischievous kind of demon, but it's just a mask that's got a super long nose, and whatnot. Good old tengu. Yeah, and what else? They have a lot of like the it was perfect timing. Yeah, I was like, oh, Bobu no hana wa nagai desu, and I was like, I like immediately I thought of a tengu, and I was like, oh, there's an emoji for that. Anyway, Kamen Rider and a lot of the Rangers and stuff like that. What's going on? Okay, my stream like kind of buffered there for a sec. But so they have a lot of masked what is it? The masked kind of figures and ninjas. Ninjas are like have masks, and I really dig the like samurai kabuto that have like the mask on them, right? Like they have like the samurai kabuto, which just kind of like the helmet, but like the samurai kabuto, which is like kind of the helmet, but it's also got the face. I saw one of those recently, like a really cool one, and I was like, I'm not super big into the whole like martial arts and like, I gotta collect everything ninja or I gotta get all like samurai stuff. But I saw one, and I was like, man, that freaking like kabuto, it's not really a mask, but it kind of has the face like piece on there. Thing was badass, right? I saw it and I was like, man, that like I felt power from it. I was like, man, I think it's just because again I've been listening to a lot of like black death metal, and I'm like, I just saw that and I just was like,
Yeah.
and another genre of metal, like there's literally 10,000 different genres of metal. And one of the genres of metal that like I didn't really stumble across, I knew about it, but I came back into was like battle metal, like these dudes from like, Norway and like, Finland and like Swedish like metal bands, like literally it's kind of like folk metal, but a little bit different, but it's basically like they're just singing about battles, like swords and like axes and like murdering your enemies like on the battlefield. That's what the metal's about, and like it's just great. So anyway, Japanese mask, I saw that samurai thing and I was like, man, that's badass. So anyway, Japanese mask, very unique, yeah. But yeah, anyway, number 18, moving right along. I feel like I'm on a little bit more of a track this time. Yeah. Kyushu Trail says, like the bird tengu. I think I know what you're talking about. It's like kind of like a birdish kind of tengu. I don't know. I just know the main tengu. It's just this kind of like a big old mask with a dude like a, nagai hana ga nagai. Hana ga takai. Have you other foreigner dudes out there? Because I know you guys are out there. I always get hana ga takai. Like I don't know. I don't got that big of a nose, right? But like they say, hana ga takai. I don't know, whatever. Maybe it's a white guy. Or hori ga fukai. Hori ga fukai. Let me know if you guys know. Hori ga fukai, if you know what that means. Hori ga fukai. Basically means yeah, hori ga fukai. Yeah. I don't even know what that means. Haha. It basically means chiseled, Basically, like guys that like really handsome dudes that have like really chiseled faces. Basically, horu is like horu ne, and hukai is like deep, right? So your cuts are deep, I think, is like how it literally translates. Hori ga hukai. So basically, like I think the easiest way for Westerners, I guess, to digest that Japanese phrase, hori ga fukai, yeah, hori ga fukai is basically means you have a very chiseled face, like very chiseled, and kind of handsome looking face. Like it's a compliment. Hori ga fukai. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Number 18. And we can kind of talk about this if you guys have it or not. But number 18 is Japanese candy. Japanese candy. Ame-chan, ame-chan, amezaiku, amezaiku. Amezaiku is like kind of candy art. It's basically like sugar, like hot sugar candy art. That's amezaiku. I don't know if they cover it here, but anyway, they say when Japan first opened to Western trade in the 1850s, candy was one of the first Western products to catch on. Oh gosh. Ame no manju. Ame no maju. Manju. Yeah, I was like maju. Ame no manju. I think I've heard of that. Ame no manju, ne? Yeah. Manju, please, yeah. But good old Westerners bringing in their sugar into Japan, yeah. It goes on to say it wasn't long before there were candy factories all over the country, and soon Japan had countless unique varieties of candy. This process has only intensified in modern times. The Japanese candy does new flavors, new innovations come out weekly based on Japan's 100 classic. Anyway, yes. Japan has a lot of age nani? Age I もう読めないんだよ。age nani? Age manju? Is that manju? Is that manju の漢字? Manju の漢字知らないね。ちょっと見にくい。わかんない。読めない。manju だね。ありがとうございます、先生。まんじゅうの漢字、お勉強になりました。でも、多分、また見たら、これ何って絶対なる。Anyway, Japanese candy. What are some Japanese candy out there? I dig gummies. Gummies are good. Yeah, that's the awesomeness. Like my kanji got so much better when I got a cell phone. I started studying Japanese before like the iPhone was a thing, right? I started studying Japanese before like the actual like iPhone was a viable means of like using Japanese, right? Like this definitely knows every single kanji out there, right? Well, whatever. My smartphone is better at kanji than I am. Anyway, Japanese candy. Lots of good candy. Like the candy that you got to make your own little hamburger and you got to make your own little sushi and a bunch of other stuff. I actually iPod Touch to study. That's awesome. I actually got a Nintendo DS. The sole purpose I bought a Nintendo DS is because they had a really kick ass. I should say kick ass just so I don't get copped. I don't think I have a problem with that. I've already shown whiskey, so. There is this cool Denchi Jisho for Nintendo DS. It was the bomb, right? I still got it, man. I should get that out one of these days. I don't know where it's at right now. It's probably in a box somewhere. But that Denchi Jisho for Nintendo DS was the bomb. And it was a Japanese program, right? It wasn't made for foreigners like me. You got that too, Kyushu Trails? That thing was the bomb, right? Um, I loved the Denshiji show for Nintendo DS because I could play Mario Kart and I'm like, oh shit, I don't know this word. Boom, I pop in the Denshiji show. Yo, dude, Andy, it was a banging one, and they had quizzes in there, and you could make decks, study cards. Another fun thing too is basically like, excuse me, DS Concan software too. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't. I had a DS and everything. Yeah, you should still get it. You should get it now. I'm pretty sure it's still pretty kick ass. But one of the fun things that you could do is like one of the main ways, like it was really good to practice writing, kind of, because like the fastest way for you to search, like it was mainly used, I would say, for kanji, right? Like it had like kind of the oh, you don't have a DS anymore. Dang. It had basically kind of the typical, what do they call it in Japanese? But like kind of the notebooks that they practice kanji. Like, you know how they're kind of squares and they're like, it's like a square with like a triangle in there. So they, whatever they have to write in proportion. なんて言うんだろう、あれ。Noto? わかんない。漢字 noto. I have no idea. Anyway, they had two of those, right? And if you wanted to look up a kanji, you had to like write it, and I'm pretty sure you didn't have to get like that close on the stroke order. Like it had a really cool recognition system. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to just like kind of like scribble like crazy and see what would come up, and I would learn some really random and vague kanji from it. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, the Nintendo DS dictionary was like banging. Anyway, oh my god. Derailed. Got derailed there. We were talking about Japanese candy, and then we started talking about dictionaries. Anyway, was it Japanese game meant for Japanese? Was it? No, it wasn't a game at all. It was specifically meant for. It was meant for Japanese people to learn English, I think. But it didn't really have a really good English input. Like, okay, so it's meant for Japanese people to put kanji in, right? And get English words. So like it was not meant for foreigners at all, but I think there was a huge foreign following, a cult following, or I actually had a Japanese friend. Who had it. I was like, that's sick. And I got it. Like, anyway, I got to put on some whatever, chapsticks. So it's just software that you downloaded through. No. Like, this was before Nintendo Shop existed, right? This is when you only had like cartridges, right? Like, Nintendo Shop didn't exist. Like, I'm showing my age a little bit here, yo. Like, original DS, yo. Like, crazy old. Hold on. I gotta find it. Derailed. Okay, I know exactly where it's at. Hey, Rob. What's up, Rob? My brother's here. Robert Mason. Everybody give Rob, big bro Rob in the chat here. Yeah, old school. Hold on. It's right. Let me grab it. Right here. Here it is. Let me try to focus right here. Come on, focus. I'm on a wide lens, so it's not gonna. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna focus really well. Hold on, I gotta click around some. Yeah, it's just not gonna. All right, I'm trying to autofocus. Let me try to manual focus here. There we go. This is the dictionary I used a lot when I first started studying Japanese. Kanji, そのまま、楽、 I can't read it. Raku hiki, whatever. Yeah, a little box shows up. Yeah, but this is the Denshi Jisho. Kyushu Trails. Is this the one you had? This had to be the one you have. Yeah. Yeah. No, this is banging. It's just a regular one. Worked on my American DS. Kanji そのまま Rakubiki Jiden. Yeah, I don't know. Same one, right? Yeah, this one's banging though, right? This one's banging. I loved that that dictionary. It's really good dictionary. Like, very what? I don't know. It's convenient. I could carry it around with me with like my other games and stuff like that, and you know, you play games like two birds, one stone. Yeah. Sometimes it's set book off real cheap. Yeah. Sometimes see it book off really cheap. Yeah. I have seen it there, and I'm like, good old dictionary. I don't remember how much it cost, but for me, I was like, bang, you know, that Japanese dictionary is it was awesome. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's not really much of a playthrough, but you could do something with it. I think I could do something with it. You know. I don't know how I would stream a DS because I have a DS. I have like two DSs, right? Sorry, I have three DSs. I have a 3DS. No. Okay, technically I only have two DSs. One is my wife's. But no, I think I could definitely show it off. Somehow. I just don't know if they don't have an output or anything like that. Yeah, Kyushu Trails. Yeah, Teruhiko. Kyushu Trails is another YouTuber. He pretty much went viral like recently. Yeah, they don't have a HDMI on DS or anything like that. Yeah, he's a mountain climber, and he's got a video that just it came out, and it's got like close to 3,000. It's crouching near 4,000 views, which is awesome. And he hikes in Kyushu. Yeah. I'm just a guy living in Japan. Aren't we all just a guy living in Japan? Except Teruhiko, who's not a guy. And all right, Teruhiko, you're not. No, you're in the United States, right? Are you in Japan? You're in Japan, right? Yeah. Oh, he went viral. Ooh, viral. Aren't we all though? Aren't we all viral? All right, back on topic. Number 19, except for Rob, I guess. Yeah, my brother Rob's not in Japan. He's back home. He's back home in Missouri. Missouri. Yeah, she's in Japan, right? Yeah. Not quite viral compared to my other stuff. Yeah. Chino. Nagano. Yep, he's in Missouri. He's in Missouri. So so I'm originally from, Kansas, Missouri. Where we're from in the United States, we live very close to the state line. So like I would work in Kansas, live in Missouri, work in Kansas, so like border hop Missouri, Kansas, like all the time. So anyway, enough about that. This stream ain't about America. This stream about Nihon. Yeah, message retracted. Are you like that kid the other night? Anyway, number 19. Japanese gardens, Zen gardens. Yeah, it's cheaper to live in Missouri and work in Kansas City usually. But yeah. But Japanese garden is number 19 on my list of 138. And Zen gardens, I love me a good old Japanese garden. Feels so peaceful in Japanese gardens. The whole theme and everything. Yep, gonna start retracting all my messages, bro. I just don't know why. Anyway, that's something completely different, So, excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead and read what this says here, but it says Japan has dozens of unique garden styles that are tied to other elements in Japanese culture, such as Buddhism, tea ceremony, Japanese aesthetics. These include Japanese dry rock gardens, tea gardens, pond gardens, strolling gardens. The list goes on. And Japan has also developed a number of interesting techniques, such as incorporating the surrounding landscape and architecture into garden design, a style known as borrowed scenery. Very good, yeah. We should derail and back to number 2. What was it then? It was onsen. Yeah, onsen. I'm easily derailed back to onsen because I love me a good onsen. Onsen, best.
Onsen metal.
Onsen metal. I'm gonna create a new genre. Onsen metal. Yeah. Kyushu Chelsea. I went to Cool Step Garden last weekend. Where was that at? I went to a garden recently. Where was I at? It wasn't. No, it's not. No, it wasn't a garden. I went to Seita no Mori, which is just kind of like a big foresty kind of place in Kyushu here, in Kita Kyushu. It's not really mountain. It's not like climbing a mountain, but it's a very heavily wooded kind of like park, very big, and I love going there with my wife and my son and hang out. We saw the leaves, and they have kind of like an area. Well, I guess they kind of like a Japanesey kind of garden there, but they have a kind of a little area called Momiji no Tani, which is basically the valley of maple leaves. Momiji aren't really maple leaves. I mean, they're maple leaf shaped. Whatever. Momiji no Tani, like it's the valley of Momiji, the valley of leaves. So Japanese gardens are awesome. You'll find them at most temples, most shrines. Very peaceful, very serene. I love me a good old Japanese garden. I'm not a connoisseur per se. I just enjoy them. I just enjoy them when I go to them. Oftentimes you'll see like really, really like I would say like old estates, like really, really old, like hundreds of years old estates that have just an amazing old residence on them, but they have amazing Japanese gardens inside of them because they were like the mega rich way back in the day, right? And they're walled around, right? So basically, like those old estates, they charge a little small entrance fee, and most of them are not that expensive. I've never seen any of them over a good, I don't know, 300 yen or so. But they're great. They're great gardens. Beautiful, peaceful. You can let the world go a little bit and just kind of hang out. Yeah. So, all right. On to number 20. I'm not going to be able to talk too much about it. I don't know. Japan is known for it for sure. Maybe not so much now as it used to be. But number 20 is Japanese fashion. Japanese fashion. As you can see, I'm a very fashionable guy in my black and white hoodie, my black headphones and black metal. Yeah, Japanese fashion. Like they used to be known for we've come so far. Yeah. Number 20. Bum bum bum. It only took what? How long in the stream? We're at 1 hour and 10, and the other stream was like 2 hours, so it took 3 hours. Yeah, only 140 something to go. Excuse me, sir. 118, 138. Yeah. I get my talking skill from our mom, Rob. Our mom just talks and talks and talks and talks. Love her to death, but like, yeah, I talk like our mom. Like she rambles and I ramble. We all ramble. Yeah. Yeah, those list has 138, so 160 something. Meh, might as well be. But anyway, kind of going back to like what I talked about before, like this, I saw this list, 138 different types of unique Japanese culture. And I'm like, all right, cool. I could stretch that out a little bit and see what sticks and ramble and talk about what I know about. But Japanese fashions include traditional clothing, modern designer, street fashion, and fashion subcultures. Some are statements of individuality, while others are symbols of tradition, status, or group membership. Collectively, they make Japan an interesting place for people watching. Yeah, my rambling skills is nowhere near mom's level. Our mom's level, sweet lady. But she rambles. Yeah, Japanese fashion, there's so many. I would say more of like kind of the fashion, like kind of the really in-your-face fashion. You still see it. You go to Harajuku. Next week, Dan's mom does a stream. She goes viral. No, Rob, I'm drinking whiskey. Good old whiskey and Coke. But this whiskey doesn't have a brand. It just says whiskey. This is glass. What whiskey? Anyway, I'm just gonna pour a little bit more in my glass here, but yeah. So like kind of the crazy Japanese fashion. That'll be enough there. Let's see. Tejiko-san says 5 hours just to say hi. Yeah, 5. Oh. Anyway, I read that Japanese fashion is getting pretty washed out because of chain shops like Uniqlo and GU. That the Harajuku fashion style is dying off because of the fast fashion. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like, a lot of the crazy fashion, that you see in Harajuku and the over the wall, like fruits. Do you have you seen that book, Japanese fruits? It was like a big thing back in, I would say, the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. But they just had the wacky, crazy fashion. It's still out there. And for sure, Andy, it's hard to beat those prices. I shop at GU quite a bit too, and I shop at Uniqlo quite a bit because I love me the heat tech. Gotta give me the heat tech. Today was the first day I bust out the heat tech. I needed me some heat tech because it was cold as crap today. It was really windy today. Was it windy for you in Nogata, Kyushu? Like, it was bike falling over windy. Like, nobody and bikes falling over, yeah? Yeah, there was a really cool fashion brand called Furutsu. Furutsu there. Furutsu is gone for sure, yeah? They had to stop because the fashion movement was not so hot. Yeah, it just kind of died out, Dan, do you share your screen setup? Do you have a share your screen setup on OBS? No. What is that? If you do, show me the Japanese fashion that you would watch. If you do, I will show you some Japanese fashion that you should watch on stream. I don't have that. How do I set that up? At Workmate. Oh yeah, Workmate. Oh yeah. Like the dude's working shop. Yeah, those like stuff there is like really sturdy. Yeah. Man, it was like super windy in there. I just thought it was like, don't worry. I thought it was the Australian thing. Workmate. No. Just add a display screen. All right. Let me try. Okay, hold on. Add display capture, right? Okay. Whoa! That's what you're talking about, yeah? Look at all this crazy madness. I got the chat right here. I got the chat right here. This is my OBS. Going all wigging out. What's that? Oh, that's the properties of that. Here's my YouTube right here. There's my desktop a little bit. It's getting all matrixy. Getting all matrixy. See ya. Bye. Bam. That was all matrixy. That was cool. But make a new screen first. Yeah. I'm freaking out. Ah! And here's what to do on a reaction stream. I'm gonna definitely have to check that out. To do a reaction stream. I'll probably be a good reaction streamer. For sure. I'm gonna definitely click on that, man. Thank you. That was cool. That's cool. I have to set up. I'm gonna set up a new scene, with the display on there. Yeah. Do it now. All right. I'll do it now. Japanese fashion while we're on there. Hold on. I should create a new scene, right? Display. All right. Display screen. Boom. There's the display screen. It's all black. And so I'm still here. I'm just kind of setting up some stuff on the fly. Display capture. Okay. There's all that craziness. I hit the YouTube. Oh. And now that's going. So I'm gonna bring that down. Oh, I saw this on unfortunately, you're not going to be able to hear it. This is Japan at its best. This is Japan at its, yeah. This is your friend's band? This is wacky. Yeah, unfortunately, you guys are not going to be able to hear it because I don't have speakers hooked up to my Mac Mini. All right, everybody. I'll let you enjoy that on your own time. That's fun. Apparently that's Andy's that's Andy's friend's band. Goodness gracious. I gotta pop out this chat again. Yeah, you gotta do an add an audio input capture, yeah. For some reason, all right, when I try to pop out that chat. All right, there's that chat. There's that chat. There's that chat. Got that chat back. So, okay, when I'm in there, it says audio. Like, I always want the desktop audio, right? An audio input capture, right? All right, so I added that. And device, when I try to built-in input, is that what it is? Built-in input? Like, it doesn't have a desktop feature, I don't feel like. I'm derailed to the max for sure, yeah. We'll just get rid of that. Go away. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely watch that, yeah. Crazy derailed, yeah. It's on topic, it's on fashion, yeah. It's Andy's friend's band. Got that audio input capture, yeah. I don't know why. I'm all echoey. Am I echoey now? How about now? Oh. Am I still echoey? No, not echoey. I don't know. Oh, because it worked? You know what? My Bluetooth speaker back there, it actually works as a microphone. Like, it'll pick up audio signal. Like, I could use that as a microphone. It sounds like crap, but yeah. Anyway, I'll have to fiddle around with that a little bit more to get that working. You know, I've always wanted to have, you know, just a little bit of like background music playing along in my stream. Just because I want to hear it. And whatnot. But yeah. Anyway, Japanese fashion. Some of it is pretty dang wacky, as you just saw going on in that video. Which I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. Yeah, for sure. I saw you tweeted that, and I was like, that looks funny. Good stuff. Let's move on to number 21. And I gotta go to another page. 21. Oh, I can talk about number 21 for days. I could talk about number 21 for days. Whatever you did, it worked. Whatever you did before, it works. Just set up however you did now, later. All right. Like, I guess it's built in. I don't know. I was looking for something that said, like, desktop audio. But anyway, number 21 is sumo. Sumo. I love me some sumo. Sumo wrestling is the bomb. And we just had a sumo tournament here in Kyushu. Every November, there is the Kyushu Basho, and it is the last Basho. They call the tournaments Basho. Excuse me. They just had the last grand sumo tournament, Kyushu Basho, in November, and Hakuho, the Yokozuna, who is from Mongolia, but actually recently took Japanese citizenship. So now he is a Japanese citizen. So technically he is a Japanese Yokozuna. And for the longest time, there hadn't been a Japanese Yokozuna for a good close to 10, 15 years before Kiseno Sato. Kiseno Sato was another Yokozuna who became a Yokozuna for about maybe 2 years. And then he was sucking. And then he kind of was forced to retire, because once you become a Yokozuna, rarely, I'm not saying it has never happened, because it has, but not really in the modern area. When you go up to Yokozuna, you don't go down. When you're at any other level, you can go up and you can go out. But when you get to Yokozuna, you're pretty much, you're the Grand Master. And it's kind of, if you're at the point where you're sucking so bad, you just retire. You don't really go down rank. But it's happened before. But anyway. Kyushu Trails, did you see the sumo do, sumo don't? Pretty funny. I can't remember the Japanese title. I'm going to have to look that up. Sumo do, sumo don't. Sumo do, sumo don't. I might be lagging. Hopefully I'm not lagging. I don't want to be all laggy for you guys, yeah? Pineapple, that was funny. Japanese title is Shikofun Jatta. Shikofun Jatta. I think I'm dead. No, there was a wrestler, a WWF wrestler, Yokozuna. I'm lagging a bit. Blah blah blah. Hey, Ma. Sorry you come in and my video's lagging. I'm getting really choppy on my my video there a little bit. Sorry, guys. But my mom's here, so it's kind of like I got a little family thing going on here. Yeah. Good morning, Ma. That's a pretty fancy setup today. There's a little bit of a lag, yeah. Sorry for the lag, guys. It says no data in my thing, but can you hear me? No. Sorry that things are going nuts here. That's okay. I haven't had coffee yet. Choppy is good. I don't know. You're not lagging, man. It's fine. Okay. Well, YouTube is giving me an error screen. It's saying, error. YouTube is not receiving enough. Blah, blah, blah. So, just video has gone low quality. Well, I don't know. Probably all the people shopping with Cyber Monday. Maybe. Oh, now it says I have excellent connection. So I think it's just like a hiccup. But anyway, yeah. Sumo wrestling is awesome and definitely a very unique style of wrestling to Japan. So, Mom, we're talking about 138. I found this like crazy blog list on the internets, on the Cyber Mondays. There's 138 types of Japanese culture, unique Japanese culture. And we're only on 21. So we're going on to number 22. 22. And number 22 is tatami. Tatami. Thanks, Teruhuko. Yeah, like, I think it's just a little bit of a hiccup. I don't know. My internet has that every once in a while. But, yeah. But tatami mats. And I'll just read what the explanation they have for tatami is. But tatami are soft mat floors that are found in Japanese houses, temples, shrines, and businesses such as ryokan. They're an important part of traditional Japanese style sitting, sleeping close to the floor. For this reason, it is common for new houses and apartments to have a single tatami room. New tatami smell fresh, sweet smell that tends to invoke nostalgia. All right, so I like that, but they didn't really explain what tatami mats are. So tatami mats are made out of basically rice straw. They're kind of like the rice straw mats, and they are awesome. I don't have any in my home, in my apartment, but my wife's family has a huge tatami room, and it's the bomb. I love sleeping on it. And yeah. Tatami are definitely very Japanese. A lot of work that goes into them. And they do smell great. Yeah. Teruko-san says, yeah, how do you guys feel about sleeping on the floor? I don't mind it, but I do prefer bed. I do enjoy me a nice futon. And when we go hang out at on a good futon, it's like, yeah, I'm used to sleeping on a futon on the floor. Yeah. I'm a tatami fan. I like tatami too. Yeah. Really cheap futons kind of suck. Yeah, they're not that good, yeah. But when we go to my wife's family's house for Nenmatsu Nenshi, so just the end of the year, and we hang out at their house for probably like a good maybe 2.5 days. But we spend the night there. Yeah, beds for the win. Beds for the win, yeah. Beds for the win. It's just so convenient, you know? Futon and a soba pillow, and 20 years of my shoulder problems went away. Really? Like, the soba pillows, like, I don't know. I can kind of get into them every once in a while, but then I can't all the time, you know? But, yeah. I love me tatami. I don't mind sleeping on the floor. I don't want to say I could not do it. Oh man, something's going nuts. I think it's my OBS. My OBS is bouncing around a little bit there. Yeah, sorry if it's lagging again, guys. Yeah, there is a little bit of the mold issue with tatami and futons on the floor. I don't know if it's the humidity or sort of pain. Yeah, you got to fold them up every night. Bed floors kill my back. Yeah. Otherwise, it gets grody. For sure. That's the one thing with like tatami. You have to. It's a lot more maintenance, because you gotta. Yeah, it's probably. But I don't know what it is, but like my OBS has a KBS KB/S little thing. What is that in the corner? I have no idea what that is, but I know it's probably just my speed. And sometimes it literally like dips down to like 5. Right now it's at like 2700 or so, but then it just like dips down to like 5. I'm like, whoa, but just the internet is probably crap where I'm at, which is just not good. Yeah. I know what grody is, but I don't know what grady is. Kilobytes per second. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. It literally it flashed red and it said like 6 kilobytes per second. I'm like, what the hell is that? I am a groom. Yeah. It's just how much data you're able to permit. So based on the internet. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Grandma question. That's my mom talking about, my son. But quickly, how long does it take to mail to get to you from me? Got to get Christmas packages out. Just depends. Takes Groot. I'm Groot. Oh, was that what QC Trails? Did I just not get your joke? Sorry, Mom. I'll get back to your question. But I just didn't get your like Grody and Grooty. I'm Groot. Anyway, it just depends, Ma. But I would say don't try to send anything too big, because it might not be it's just, it takes a long time. If it's not that heavy or anything like that, or if it's not that valuable, it just, because it has to go really far, like sometimes it can be really expensive. Yeah. So, yeah, you totally missed. Probably better get them out this week, Ma. Well, it doesn't matter, Mom. The thought is what counts. Yeah. So, I have a new address, by the way. I don't know if I gave you my address. My new address, because I moved in April to where I'm at now. So I got to get that to you. Sorry. But yeah. I don't know. A couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. But like I said, I know shipping to here is an arm and a leg. So yeah. For sure. Yeah. So, I don't have, so please send. Yes, I'll send that to you. I'm really bad at that too. Yeah. Tatami. That was number 22. Number 23. Haha, in April. Better late than never. Yeah. It's just, I'm still have boxes to unpack. I literally, oh, back to the mats. Yeah, I have this whole theme I'm trying to do with like the stream here, but yeah, number 23 was chopsticks, ohashi. Telling my family where in the world I am. Yeah. Oh, I missed 21. 21 was sumo wrestling. I love me the sumo. Yeah. 22 was tatami, and 23 is chopsticks. Japan has hold on. Right? Oh, Doom dum dee dum da dum dee dum die dum dee dum died. I ran out of battery. I ran out of battery. I ran out of battery. Boom.
Boom.
We're back. Blue. Ready? Blue. Boom. I can do that. Chopsticks. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful blue ever. No, that's kind of my thing with the streams. I don't have like hey, blue heart. It always happens. It always happens. Yep, you still get the audio. Basically, I ran out of battery, so I just have to switch it out. Switch out the battery, and we're back. But yeah, number 23. And maybe that was the lag. No, it wasn't the lag. It's just I ran out of battery. Chopstick. Yes, Japan has uses chopsticks for a lot of things, and they have very unique chopstick etiquette. And how to use chopsticks, which I plan on trying to do a video on one day, because I had to do when I was learning Japanese in school, I had to do a project about hashi no tsukaikata. So basically, how to use chopsticks. Yeah, and I don't think Japan has a very typical style of chopsticks, but I just know like Chinese chopsticks usually, but not all of them. Most of them are a little bit longer, Chinese chopsticks. And in Korea, they have the very famous metal chopsticks. And yeah, here in Japan, I don't think they have a very Japan style chopstick. It's very widely used, and they have a whole etiquette about it, and so much so that they use chopsticks at funerals in Japan. Japan uses chopsticks. Yeah. My chopstick form is so bad, but it works, so I stick with it. Oh, I stick with it. But sorry guys, I'm gonna be lagging again a little bit. I don't know, my kilobytes, my kilobytes per second. My internet is not so great in the Kyushus. For sure. Ohashi no tsukaikata, ohashi. I'm lagging. I think the audio stays okay. It's just the video is, the video is the heavy part for sure. It's the, oh yeah. See, my kilobits per second, like it literally drops to 0. Hold through the storm here. Hang in through the lag storm. Yeah. I think the audio is alright. It's just the video is just kind of being dumb. Like the kilobytes per second that is being put out, like it's literally bouncing around. Audio is easy to transmit. Video is another story. And there goes the audio. I don't know. Hopefully that's gonna hang in there. Yeah, someone in your apartment building is doing something nuts. Me. It's me hogging up all the intrawebs. Like their pictures are auto-uploading to Google Photos. You can still hear audio. Yeah, no worries. It'll probably bounce back. Gotta look into getting better intrawebs, because yeah, it's just not fun. It's not fun. I don't want to be lagging for you dudes and dudettes and moms and brothers and friends and stuff, you know? Anyway, now it says I have excellent connection. So, like I said, it's just a bunch of hiccups. Yeah, good stuff. Number 24. Moving on to number 24. I'm trucking through a lot of them. Number 24. Very Japanesey one is karaoke. Karaoke. I love me a good old night of karaoke. Japanese people love their karaoke, and it's very different, very, very, very different than karaoke. Karaoke, yeah. No joke, man. Photos uploading to Google Photos literally kills people's internet. Yeah. But yeah, karaoke, in Japan is very different than karaoke in the United States. One being that you sing in your own private room with your own friends. Yeah. Just pretend you're on a radio show and keep talking. I'm more listening than watching. Okay, thanks, Mom. Yeah. But I just want to have a good stream, like both ways. Like I want to be a live radio show, show. But yeah, karaoke. And he says he's dying for some karaoke. Karaoke stream. Oh no. My go-to song is anything Monbachi. Monbachi. 広い宇宙の数ある一つ青い地球の広い世界でいつしか二人 That's my go-to. That's my go-to song. That or 島んちゅの宝僕が生まれたこの島の歌が誰のかわからない Who knows that one, yeah? Oh gods. Yeah, those are my two kind of go-to songs, yeah. Or make damn sure by Taking Back Sunday. Ooh, some good old TBS. I love me some TBS, yeah. I sound like a drowned cat, so no karaoke for me. Oh, I'm a creep. I'm not much of a singer myself, but I'm pretty sick at the ABCs. I sing it like once a day, yeah. I love me some TBS, yo. Taking Back Sunday. I saw them in concert twice. Look up Moose Blood. Yes, Moose Blood sounds awesome.
Moose blood.
Moose Blood sounds great, right? Oh, Blue Hearts. Blue Hearts is very good, yeah. I'm on a metal fix right now, so. Yeah. Karaoke. You have your own private rooms that you get to sing in your own private rooms with your own friends, so you don't have to sing in front of like normal people. And apparently a lot of people go to karaoke by themselves. I've never been to karaoke by myself. And normally a lot of the karaoke, you can bring in your own beverages. You can bring in your own beer. Not all of them. Like some of the ones like that sell alcoholic drinks, like it's a no-go in those ones. But there's a lot of like kind of smaller, I'll say more local bars that local karaoke places that I've been to so many places where you can bring in your own alcohol, like just full on bottles of unbranded whiskey. It just says whiskey, yeah. Yeah, go by themselves. Oh, okay, yeah, go by themselves. Yeah, a lot of people do go by themselves. Yeah. Like they'll just go to karaoke so they can like practice their songs. So like when they go out with other people that like, yeah, And some karaoke places, it's not that expensive, right? So it's like kind of fun and whatever. I've never been to one of those really high tech ones to where like it'll grade you. It'll give you like a percentage of like how on key and like how well you actually sing the song according to like how Skynet thinks you sang the song. I don't know. Basically it has like a machine, yeah. Or just Bird, you practice songs. Yeah, you go with them, yeah. Practicing when they go out with people, very on brand for Japanese people. Yes. Yes, and I think that's probably like over half of why people go by themselves, yeah. Have machines running and cannot hear you now. I have stitching that has to be delivered today. Carry on, boys. I will go back to and listen later. Hugs. Just leave it on in the background, ma. Yeah, just leave it on. It helps me get some few hours. Maybe you're gone already. Love you, ma. My mom has these gigantic embroidery machines, or just one, I don't know, that just does some really wicked robot embroidery kind of stuff. Like it'll do anything you want it to do. It's basically Skynet. I don't know. I don't say Skynet enough. Apparently the new Terminator movie was horrible, but I don't know. Whatever. Bye, Dan's mom. Bye, Dan's mom. And Rob's mom. Dan's and Rob's mom are moms. Yeah, so good on number 24. Let's see here. 25. Andy, my friends, is the pro. Is the pro at number 25. I think I'm lagging again, but you know what? Whatever. Audio's fine. But Andy, I'm going to let you kind of get a guess at number 25, but you are definitely a pro at number 25. Pro, if I ever saw one. Number 25. I'm frozen, yeah. I'm frozen. I hear my name being called. Yes. 25. Give me your guess. You're a pro at number 25. Give me your guess at 25. I'm not giving you much to go on. You're in the right track. You're getting there. Frogs? Yes, you're definitely a pro at frogs. And handsome YouTubers? Yes, he's a pro at doing that. Handsome YouTuber. Come on, man. Come on. You know what it is. Dances? Kind of. Japanese culture. Think Japanese culture. Handsome YouTubers is not Japanese culture. Well, at least not yet. Festival dances? Chanting? Man, you're right there. Your shrines, you're right there, man. You're right there. You're so close. Video games? No, you're getting colder, man. You're getting colder. Shishimae? I don't know. Japanese language? No, you're getting colder here, man. If I give you one hint, it's over. It's over. I'm trying to exercise your brain power. What are you a pro at? What are you a pro? There it is. Omikoshi dayo. Number 25 is Omikoshi. Number 25 is Omikoshi. You're a pro at that. How many times do you do it this summer? Like 15, 20? Ridiculous amount, right? Yeah. And I like the way that they describe Mikoshi, right? Omikoshi. The first sentence, like the way they describe it is Mikoshi are taxis of the gods. Taxis of the gods. Which is kind of true, right? It's kind of like, yeah, festivals. I mean, so yeah, Japanese festivals. I mean, technically not all Japanese festivals have omikoshi. A lot of them do, but not all festivals have mikoshi, right? So that's why I think this list, I think they're kind of stretching it out quite a bit because, like to have a mikoshi means you're doing a festival. So I think they're just picking out, yeah, they're picking out a very unique part of the culture that has a lot of religion tied to it, and it is kind of its own separate thing, you know. But yeah, it says mikoshis are taxis of the gods that can weigh several tons and are carried by a team of volunteers at Japanese festivals. The custom of mikoshi carrying began in times of epidemic and disaster. It was thought that carrying deities through the streets could restore good fortune to a city. Today, mikoshi are a common feature at Japanese festivals, and carrying mikoshi is considered a rite of passage for young youth in Japan. Correction, young male youth in Japan. Well, no, I don't want to say that. I don't say that. They have dashi. They have like, yeah, they have like little like kind of little kids one that they do, but there are some. It's kind of a little bit sexist, but there are some very, places in Japan where it's just, women cannot carry omikoshi just because they just, or cannot participate in that part of it because it's just the way Japan has done it, and it's Japan, and so not many youth do it anymore. Yeah, they kind of have some. You'll still see some like that to go around the neighborhoods and stuff like that. Yeah, but 50 to 60, and usually that's, I don't know, at one time maybe 50 to 60, but there's probably at least, depending on how many people, but now, yeah, it's getting more and more popular with women carrying it. Yeah, the ones here, Yamakasa in Fukuoka, the teams are close to 100 dudes, 150 dudes for one mikoshi. They're not all carrying it all at once, but it's like 50 or 60 dudes will pick it up. Oh, excuse me, sorry, I'm yawning. It's the off-brand whiskey that's kind of getting me a little bit tired. But not to mention I worked all day today, taught kids some English, but. So, like, maybe 30, 40 dudes will be carrying this thing. And then, obviously, the thing weighs, like, 4,000, 5,000, some odd ridiculous odd pounds, right? So they switch out and whatnot. But, yeah, mikoshi. Interesting thing. And I recommend checking out mikoshi if you see it. Excuse me. And each region in Japan has kind of like their different take on mikoshi and the way they carry it and their songs and kind of the way that, they use it. Here in Kyushu, the Yamakasa, they're known for being really, really tall, 13 to 14 meters tall. Gigantic, gigantic things. And actually, it's a race. They race around town with this gigantic 14-meter tall shrine. Granted, it's mostly made out of kind of like rice paper. Rice paper, but it's still, got very heavy wooden parts and stuff like that, so. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to stop it there. That was number 25. Stop it on a nice even number. Stop it on a nice, an even number at 25. I'm still going to hang out a little bit longer here on stream. Yeah, Rob. That was that's Yamakasa. In Fukuoka, and it's very unique to my part of Japan. Mine. It's mine. Holy crap! When did it become 11:20? Yeah, dude. It's late. I'm off tomorrow. But you, Andy, need to get your beauty sleep. Because you got to go to a kindergarten tomorrow with a crap ton of kids. So, for sure. It's 8:20 a.m. there. Yeah. It's 11:30 at night for us. It's 11:30 at night. Do you know where your kids are? My son's sleeping. I'm off tomorrow, but I still have to go meet with someone for work because I've been assigned a new project through work, and I better get some extra pay for it. So he stays a handsome YouTuber. Yeah, so he can stay a handsome YouTuber, and mainly so he's all rested up, so he can play some, so he can slay some kanji tomorrow. Yeah. Middle of the ocean bed, and I think so. He middle of the ocean bed, and I don't know. Yeah, kanji. Andy's got a hard day of slaying kanji tomorrow evening. He's got to learn Japanese to survive. No, he's streaming this really fun, really corny. Yawning there a little bit. No. He's got a really fun stream that he's playing a video game. Yeah. You said, do you know where your kids are? Yeah. Oh, middle of the ocean. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Rachel. Yeah. Rachel's in the Navy, maybe. She's still in the Navy, yeah. My internet died. Yeah. No. We were just talking about how it's like 11:30 and switch to your phone. Yeah. How's it look and sound on your phone? Yeah. I was just talking about your stream tomorrow night. How you have to murder some kanji tomorrow in this corny learn Japanese video game stream tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, she's deployed. All right, good for her. We're talking about my niece now. Yeah, boy. I love watching you like stream that. It's so fun. And just I'm thinking I want to play it for myself. Yeah. Gotta get to level 7, baby. Gotta level up Priya and fucking, what are their names? Priya and Elliot and Frederick, who's like boring as crap, and Chippins and Hana Sensei, who's like supposed to be all Japanese, but she's like, yeah. Anyway, gotta go, Dan. Good night. Fun stream again. I'll probably miss your stream, Andy. Might catch you end. Have fun. Yeah, Frederick's a dummy. Yeah. What time's your stream tomorrow, Andy? Yeah, Elliot's the emo kid that was like, I don't want to study Japanese, but I have a like big old ninja kanji on my shirt. Yeah. Usually like 8 or so. Yeah. It's pretty early, Rob, but you might catch like the 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. So it'll be pretty early for you, Rob, but you might jump in the middle. Basically the whole basis of that game that he streams is it's so funny. So basically you have to learn Japanese to survive, and there's 3 different modes. That's what I know about it from what I've just learned from Andy. There's, Japan has Japan has 3 different writing systems, right? So it's got hiragana, katakana, and kanji, right? Anyway, we won't get into that. Kanji is basically the Chinese characters. The kanji characters, the Chinese characters, right? So basically you have to fight them. You go into this, you got sucked into a whole new world, or I don't know, whatever. It's turn-based kind of RPG where it helps you practice and maybe learn new Japanese, like learn kanji, but like the kanji become monsters and you have to like fight them with like plastic swords and a mop. And like one of the characters started with no, he's not leaving. He works the night, so he's like it's when he's getting off work. Yeah. Oh, you're going to night. Oh, okay, right as I'm getting off work. Night. It is freaking awesome, right? It's a turn-based RPG. Yeah, you start off with like plastic swords, like one-hit kill kanji, and like your teacher has a mop, and like another dude is just like fist like bear, like fighting with his fist, and then one of the characters like shows up with like freaking 2 like Jason machetes. Like she's like got these like really badass machetes, and everybody else has like plastic swords and like mops and like Elliot had like a frisbee, right? He was using a frisbee, you know. And it's like Priya's like she ain't messing around, you know. I think it's because she's loaded, right? And they have like a bunch of corny, cheesy dialogue, and yeah, you know, I think it's an interesting way. So far, a lot of the kanji in there, I would say, as a very beginning. I don't want to say very well. I mean, I guess you could be learning it as a beginner. But I would say if you were a good maybe first or like second semester Japanese study, or you had like 1 year, like 1 year of Japanese study, like if you jumped into that game, like it would be really good. Yeah, but Priya, she had like two. I don't know. It's really funny. It's just, why does she have like these two like murder like weapons, right? And everybody else has like plastic mops and frisbees and stuff. So, but yeah, no, I think it's a really unique way and a good way to kind of. It's not the best way for sure to learn kanji, but it is a good break, you know. If you still wanted to do something entertaining, you know, to break up your study mode and kind of have a little bit of fun with it, you know, I think it's definitely a good way to learn some Japanese kanji. And overall, this story is just really corny and dumb, but it's really interesting. And me and Andy are hoping that like the kanji kind of get hard, and I want to learn a new kanji from it. And I haven't yet. Maybe I learned a few kanji from like some of the sub menus that are kind of really vague-ish kind of kanji that are just kind of, you know. But it's a great supplement, you know. I think, dude, Priya is totally evil. Yeah. And one other thing too is you can have like little love quests with. Like, you can kind of like, I don't know. You just have to watch it, right? Andy's slowly building, you know, going on these kind of like relationship quests with each of the main characters and stuff like that, yeah. Hi, Danielle. Good to see you, Danielle. Sorry if I'm lagging. Like, my stream has been kind of bouncing in and out, yeah. Audio seems to be good. Kampai. Danielle's from Australia. Good to see you, Australia. You missed Kyushu Trails. He's also from Australia. Yeah, I love the square came out of nowhere. Yeah, that love square came out of nowhere. Yeah. But again, Danielle, sorry that my video is probably being crappy. But yeah, we're just talking about Andy's stream, and you should come hang out on Andy's stream tomorrow. Because he is he's battling kanji tomorrow. He's playing a video game that's based around learning new kanji, and it's kind of like a turn-based RPG. And it is friggin' hilarious. And I'm cracking up every 5 seconds when I'm like watching him play that game. And again, I think it's a great way to supplement and to break up your other one. Hey, Simper X. You know what, Simper X? How you doing, man? Kampai. Cheers. I think the first time you were on my stream, I think I said Sniper X because it looks like Sniper X, right? And I'm sorry. I was like, man, I said his, like, after I realized that you subscribed, thanks for subscribing. I saw that you were on my recent subscribers, and I was like, oh yeah, he came to my stream, and I was like, oh man, I called him Sniper X, but it's Sinper X. You know, like you got like all the letters there for Simper. It's kind of like on my screen, like you can see the chat on the side of my screen, right? It's really small, right? So it just looked like Sniper X, yeah. All good. It's like 1:30 a.m. here, so I'll not be here for long. Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, I guess you guys are an hour before us. No, 1:30 a.m. here. So 3 hours ahead of us, yeah? You're up late, girl. Dang, girl. Simper X, where are you watching from? We were just kind of covering some different topics about Japan and whatnot. Now I'm just kind of freely talking, yeah. I'm doing great, man. I'm drinking yeah, NYC, you said that. I don't know, I just get so many people joining my stream, like from all over the place, from the Philippines and Australia and Japan and from my hometown. My mom was in here for a little. My brother is still hanging out, I think, yeah. So, but I'm drinking off-brand whiskey. It was cheap. But yeah. We got people from all over the globe hanging out tonight. For sure. Apparently there is a crazy typhoon. Oh, Tedahuko, congratulations. She says, damn, I'm doing good in Death by Daylight tonight. Death by Daylight. That's supposed to be like a really good game, yeah? Yeah, playing Fallout and listening. Fallout, which Fallout? There's like so many Fallouts. Yeah? I'm playing Battletech tonight. Alright, Andy. Thanks for hanging out, man. Always appreciated. And we'll definitely see you tonight. Hey, Jess Lee. Good evening, all. How are you doing? Kampai means Fallout 4. Yeah. We're just hanging out. If anybody has any questions about Japan, feel free to shoot them off. And yeah. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Plus the bell, says Andy. Thanks, man. You're always helping out. Yeah, nothing to Kampai. In bed now. I mean, you can do air Kampai. Kampai. Jess Lee, where are you watching from? You're in bed, so I'm guessing you're watching from a cellular device, but which part of the globe are you watching from? It's always interesting to hear. Like I said, someone's from New York, Australia, had Taiki from the Philippines, and some Japan YouTubers, some guys from Japan, and my brother's he's in Missouri. So, Yuki-san, good night. Air Kampai. Oh, Jess Lee, Tokyo. Konnichiwa from Tokyo. Good night, Yuki-san. Banana, ありがとうございました。ずっと見てたんですか? We're quiet in the chat back there. Night, Yuki. Yuki-san, Air Kampai, Tokyo. What part of Tokyo? Tokyo's actually pretty big. I'm in Fukuoka, Japan. Aha! I'm off tomorrow, but I have an appointment to meet with somebody. Kampai. I saw a good rendition of one of the Zelda songs. Do 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 do. Saw two dudes. Thanks, Yuki. Thanks, Yuki-san. ありがとうございました。おやすみなさい。Yay! But yeah, love me some Vigi games. Right now, I'm just kind of on a YouTube fix, trying to get my YouTube channel out there, get my message out there for anybody that is new in hasn't heard my message. But the whole thing with my channel and what I want to do wholeheartedly, what the channel's goal is to do is to basically grow large enough where this channel can produce revenue through, just internet traffic coming and watching my dumb random videos, to one day give back to the community that loves Japan, and give away as many free trips, to donate back to the community that loves Japan but might not necessarily have a chance to come to Japan. And also I want to, that's the main goal. The main goal is to bring out people that, don't necessarily have a chance to come to Japan and give back to that community. But also to potentially bring out larger YouTube channels, like, larger YouTubes, sponsor them to come out to Japan, do collaborations with them. So just do kind of like internet, an interview kind of style, and maybe some very simple kind of Japanesey kind of challenges, and kind of some reactions to some very Japanesey kind of things and whatnot. But I want to bring out those YouTubes so they can experience Japan. But also when we do those collabs with those larger YouTubers, that they bring their followings to the Come to Japan channel, which in turn helps snowball the channel, get it growing out there. Just today I got like 3 or 4 subscribers, and I don't know why. I'm cool with it. The more the merrier. I got to go through the hoops, go through the grind. That's kind of why I'm doing a lot of these live streams, because, you got to get some, you got to put out content, and, being a full-time, have a full-time job, and having pretty much 2 full-time jobs. I have, my regular work, and I got a son, and I have a wife, so I have 3 jobs. No, my family's not my job. But, it does take a lot of time. Danielle says, has it started snowing yet? Nope. No, it has not. Yeah. You get them from the boom.
Boom.
Yeah, the booms is just a dumb inside joke I got going with Andy and Kyushu Trails and everybody that's awesome. The boom, yeah. Gotta get that buzz going. Yeah, so that's my whole thing. I want to be a genuine YouTuber. Like, and way back when I started this journey with Japan, right, with Japanese and stuff like that. Like, I'd studied Japanese for close to like 5 to 6 years, and I just never had the opportunity to come to Japan. Sorry. And I just know there's no boom for me. No boom for me. No boom. Oh no. I just know there's a big community of people that, really enjoy Japan, but just might not necessarily have the means to get here, opportunity to get here. And so that's why I wanted to crowdsource YouTube, so that we can give back to the larger community of people that love Japan and might not have a chance to do it. And I enjoy YouTube. I watch too much YouTube. It's my main source of viewing pleasure. I watch YouTube every day, and I watch a really big grab bag of stuff. There's not, I have a few YouTubers that I watch regularly, but I watch too much also. Yeah. I think as a whole, it is the internet. There's some deep, dark, dumb stuff here on YouTube, and a lot of hate and a lot of not good stuff on YouTube. And sometimes, what YouTube does as a platform, I'm not one of those guys to gripe about it too much, because at the end of the day, YouTube is a for-profit business. So they gotta do things that are gonna benefit them in the long run, So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that when you find the good tiny little holes of the pockets of the good YouTubes, the good pockets of the good YouTube channels. Like I've kind of like tapped into like a really positive community. Hanging out with Andy, hanging out with Kyushu Trails, just, digitally. And it's great, I'm pretty sure like we haven't said anything in stone or solid like that, but like we always mention we're always friendly with each other on Twitter and on Facebook and stuff like that. We help each other out with our streams, and we've collabed and stuff like that. Like we're gonna hang out in like real life. So really getting to know, some of the community, the smaller YouTubers in Japan. It's a pretty cool community, a lot of positivity, a lot of support, like, hey, I'll support you in this, I'll do this with you, a lot of collabs going on. I have a collab coming out, hopefully. I filmed all my parts and sent it off to pretty up and coming YouTuber, yeah. So Tedeko, yo Dan, so what's your origin story? You studied Japanese and then what? When did you start studying Japanese? In the US? Yeah, so I kind of did a origins video, an origin stream, but I'll just kind of try to cover it as quickly as possible. But I'm pretty long-winded with anything I talk about. So, but yeah. So, and I'll probably do a little bit more of another structured video about it. But the main reason why I got into Japanese is this. So, graduated high school and started going to college. And I dropped out right after my first semester. And the reason I dropped out is because I was like, I'm spending money on this education that I don't even know what I want to do. Like, I just didn't have a plan. Just going through the motions, just doing basic stuff like that. But I was just like, I'm spending crap tons of money and I don't got a plan. I don't know what I'm going to study. So I did the typical American thing. I'm going to take a year off and find myself, whatever. Typical, 18, 19-year-old, whatever. So I took a year off, worked some odd jobs and stuff like that. And I started hanging out with a little bit of a different of a crowd, because when you hang out with high school, like I always like to say, like in high school, it's not that you couldn't not choose your friends in high school, but you had no choice of who was there, right? People that went to your high school, like they didn't necessarily choose to go to that high school. Like that's just the high school you went to. So that was the base of people that was around you, whatever. But in college, you could like kind of search out and find people, and as a young adult, like I was in this new world and I was meeting new people and stuff like that. And I had an apartment, right? Yeah, high school. Like I saw someone's Twitter. See, I'm going on a tangent already, but talking about how like high school, like, was really formative years for him, but he didn't really learn anything. So anyway, I was living in an apartment and some of my other roommates were kind of being like crappy and I was being responsible and paying the rent on time, and I had to cover the rent like 2 months in a row. And then like the third month I was like, heck no, I can't pay for you guys, whatever. And so I kind of brought in another guy so like there's this other guy, right? He kind of got in a fight with his family and we were hanging out a lot, just, hanging out, but he got in a fight with his family and kind of was like, screw this, I'm moving out somehow, like he reached out and he's like, dude, can I just like, sleep on your couch? So I was like, yeah, cool, you can sleep on the couch. Like I got these other two roommates and he knew the other guys too, right? And so I was like, yeah, dude, you can totally sleep on the couch because I'm freaking paying the rent for everybody here. And so he kind of came there and he was actually paying rent, so, whatever. And he kind of like raged, move out of his parents' house, hanging out. on my couch, right? See, my origin story is crazy long, right? Whatever. Um, Basically, what it boils down to, his girlfriend at the time, really cool. She had a Japanese American friend, right? A Japanese friend, Japanese American girl friend, like a friend that was a girl, whatever. Um, and since we were hanging out and like I really like extended, hey, the lifeboat to this dude. He's like, yeah, dude, you can totally hang out, like, help me pay a little bit of the bills and, you know, help him kind of get on his feet while he was figuring some stuff out. Anyway, we were hanging out a lot, and his girlfriend at the time was really cool. And she had this friend that was Japanese American, and she was all about languages, right? So she studied abroad in France, and her dad was Japanese. Her mom was Vietnamese. So basically, she was Vietnamese American. Her parents were like nationality-wise and ethnically Japanese and ethnically Vietnamese, right? So she understood like quite a bit of Japanese from what her dad, she didn't really speak it too fluently, but she could understand some Japanese from her dad. She could understand some Vietnamese from her mom. She studied abroad in France. In high school, she was an exchange student in high school. She studied French. So basically she was a polyglot, right? So she was all about languages. Obviously she spoke English because she was born and raised and went through the English system, whatever. And so she was kind of I don't want to say preppy girl, but like she kind of her family had a little bit of money. Her dad, Japanese guy, amazing chef, an amazing French chef, right? And owned one of the most prestigious, and still is one of the most prestigious French restaurants in the Kansas City area. Talking like you're getting out of that restaurant cheap if you spend $100. Cheap, right? Anyway, so they had money, whatever. But I was the bad kid. I was the bad boy. I was the guy who like dropped out of high school. Not high school. I dropped out of college. I graduated high school, and whatnot. I was just very different than what, whatever. But she was into languages, and she said, very into languages, and then she just kind of wanted to get back into her roots of Japanese because, her family's Japanese and whatnot. So she said, hey, let's study Japanese together. Oh, well, how about this? I forgot to mention that, we were hanging out quite a bit, and then me and that Japanese American girl started dating, and we dated for like a year and a half or something like that, and during that time, again, since she was nuts about languages, like she said, hey, let's study Japanese together. So I started self-studying, kind of studying with her and just to impress her and whatnot. And I just had a really good time with it. It was really positive time, studying. And before that, I knew nothing about Japanese culture. Absolutely nothing. All the way through high school, was not into any anime or I knew nothing about Japanese culture. Nothing. Right? But then I met this kind of Japanese American girl. We started dating, and then it was just an explosion. It was a very brand new exploration thing in my life. And I just went all in, We dated for like a year and a half, and she really encouraged me. She said, hey, go back to school. Go back to school and study Japanese. She gave me that push. She gave me that kick in the balls, the kick in the ass, whatever. She kicked me somewhere, she pushed me off the cliff in the right direction, right? Towards Japanese. She gave me something to work towards. And it stuck even after we broke up, because we were young. I was like 18 or 19 years old, way back when. And yeah. That's how I started, and there's many more steps that led up to that. But it was kind of a girl. I had a Japanese American girlfriend way back in the day, and that's what kind of got me into it. That's how it started, but that's definitely not the only reason why I kept up with it. I have many other positive influences, and whatnot. But yeah, that's how I got into it. Yeah, Kevin abroad. But I'm walking, so I'll just listen. Hi, Kevin. Konnichiwa. こんにちは。ケビンさんは、日本語勉強中です。日本語頑張ってください。頑張ってください。ケビンさんはですね、言葉ですね、いっぱい喋れるんですよ。フランス語、英語、スペイン語。Yeah, she did break my heart. She did break my heart. Yeah, we were buds. We were really good buds. So like, all right, okay, you're baiting me into going to the next part. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it. Terihiko-san. So anyway, I didn't break her heart. She broke my heart. Anyway, while we were dating, right? So again, she studied abroad in France, right? She spoke French, and I mean, yeah. So she's a very like. If she was not in my life at the time that she was, I wouldn't be here, right? I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be talking to this microphone. I wouldn't be talking to you if I didn't study Japanese. Like that's the reason why I have very like fond memories about it, right? But while we were studying, she studied French. She went to a language summer camp. It's an immersion summer camp that they have in the United States called Concordia Language Villages. But basically, campers or villagers can go to this summer camp, and they are immersed in the target language. And this summer camp has close to, I don't know, 20 some odd different languages like French, German, Spanish, Chinese, Korean, Japanese, German, Arabic, and Swedish, and Russian, and Norwegian, and they have so many different languages, right? And she went there as a villager, as a camper to French camp, and she had an amazing time. And while we were dating, like we just had this kind of like common kind of daydream of like, hey, we should both go work at the summer camp together and teach Japanese. So that's kind of one thing we were working towards together, right? We were dating, right? Studying Japanese. She was half Japanese, so she had like a good base, like a subconscious base of Japanese because her father and she was half Japanese or half Vietnamese, so she had some French influences from Vietnamese because Vietnam was colonized by the French, and Vietnamese and whatever. She was all up into languages, right? So we were working toward this summer camp, and I was trying to study really hard. And obviously to teach Japanese, like at the summer camp, most of the teachers are college students, right? Still learning Japanese or learning the language that they're learning. But the one thing is that you have to completely speak in the target language during the summer camp and in front of the kids. Out of 24 hours, there is 1 hour where you can speak English because the kids are all from the United States, right? And that's at cabin time at the end of the night, where you say, hey kids, where you're hearing any Japanese or any French or Spanish, whatever the language camp you're at, that you didn't understand and you want help before everybody went to bed, whatever. So we had that daydream of doing that, and so we were both trying to work towards that, and we both applied. We both got interviewed to go to the summer camp, right? And for like a summer. But I didn't get accepted, but she did. So she went. So she was gone for that whole summer. And basically, I took her to the airport, dropped her off, and that was when I said goodbye to her for the last time. Okay. And I was really sad. The whole break. Like, oh my God, I'll see you when you get back. Blah, 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 blah. That whole thing. And then she goes to the summer camp, and she has like this fling. She gets like a new boyfriend at the summer camp. And she doesn't talk to me. She's like, deletes all of our photos on Facebook and all this stuff, So I still vividly remember it. Like, I'm totally over it. Like, I don't care anymore. But yeah, that's how, whatever. But I studied hard so that I could, you didn't get to, but she got to go to. Yeah, I didn't get to go. And then see the summer camp thing, it's summer camp, right? It's all about hooking up and making like, relationship stuff. Yeah, like she had experience with the summer camps already because she'd been to French camp, so she knew kind of like what it was all about. I didn't really know, and I think at that time I only had one semester under my belt, so my Japanese was like horrible. But anyway, at summer camp, it's all about hooking up, stuff like that. But we'd been dating for like a year and a half, and like when I took her to the airport and like dropped her off, it was like a super sad thing. Like she was crying, and she's like, "I don't know if I want to go. I don't know if I want to go without you." And I'm like, "No, go, go, go. Yo, I'll still be here, and then we can go again together. Blah blah blah, whatever." And then, yeah, that summer was horrible, man. I was probably like a wreck. Way back when, yeah. Summer loving happens so fast. Doo doo. Do 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 do. Yeah, it's totally Grease. It's totally Grease is what it was. I was 18, 19 years old, so I was a dumb kid. I'm well over my 30s now, so the only reason I remember it a lot and reflected a lot because she really changed my life. She changed my life in a very good way, a very positive way. Because again, I'll say it again, if I didn't meet her and I didn't start studying Japanese, I wouldn't be here, wouldn't be talking into this microphone, and I wouldn't be, looking at this, looking dumb for you guys on camera, right? Anyway, she went there, whatever. But I still worked hard, and I went to the summer camp the next year by myself. Like I don't know, she didn't go or whatever, but I went there, the next year because I still wanted to go. Like I was that devoted to Japanese because I thought, at the end of it, like my journey and the studies that I was doing with Japanese was so interesting. It was just a whole brand new thing and very unique thing for me to do for where I'm from in the United States. So I studied crazy hard and I got accepted to go to, yes, I did. Did you get a summer romance in? I did. Like I met another Japanese chick at the summer camp, and I had a summer romance there. And that's another way that I studied Japanese. Like I started dating another Japanese chick, like Japanese, like not like Japanese American, right? So like the girl that I dated that got me into Japanese, she was culturally American. She was born and raised in the United States. She was culturally American, right? But at the summer camp, after I worked super hard, like I really wanted to study super, super hard so that I could go to the summer camp because it just seemed like super, super fun. And I'd been to summer camps as a younger kid, right? I think I went to church camp, like Bible camp and like Jesus camp. Not because my family was really religious. Like we're not religious at all. And my brother's here in chat, like he can attest. We were not religious people. But I went to summer camp just to kind of get away from home, and my brother knows why, but I'm not going to go into that. But and because yeah, I had other friends going to camp. So I'd been to summer camps before. So I had experience with summer camps, and they're really, really fun. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go there. What goes around comes around. It was just to get rid of you. Yep. I was just trying to get rid of myself there at the Bible camps, I wasn't really interested in the Jesus stuff. No offense to anybody out there, but anyway, so I worked really hard. I went to that summer camp, had a blast. I did meet another girl there because I kind of understood after that, because you're in your own little bubble and you're working, you create your own little community, your own little world. No. At the time I was super bummed out about it. Because I was like an 18, 19-year-old, dumb kid. But I still had the Japanese, right? Dan went on to become a serial dater. I will say this, that I've dated mostly Japanese girls since I dated a Japanese American girl. I haven't dated anyone since I dated the Japanese American girl. I didn't date before her. I dated many other girls as like a dumb middle school and high school kid, but just in my school, there just wasn't any Asians. Like I think there was like 3 or 4, right? I think 2 of them were dudes and one was like a chick. And one was like a brother and sister. Anyway, whatever. You womanizer. Nah. Anyway, so studied really hard. Went to the summer camp because, the relationship was awesome that I had with the girl. But the newfound passion and the drive and the muse and just the amazing things that I was doing with language, right? And it wasn't anything that amazing. It was amazing to me, right? Going to this summer camp and being in this completely different world with a lot of like-minded people, because most of the staff was, American college students all studying Japanese. And there were, exchange students. There was quite a few exchange students, like Japanese exchange students. But not that many. I would say the ratio is probably definitely 80-20, 80%, like American college students, 20% like Japanese, maybe less than that, 15%. I don't know. And just really diving deep into the language. And, when I went to the summer camp, right, I only studied for maybe 2.5 semesters. So I only had like a little under a year, but that's okay because at the summer camp, the kids basically were coming in at 0, and most of the kids were middle school, some high schoolers, but I was still better than the high schoolers, right? But it really forced me to, it was like a jumping into the deep end of the pool. I had floaty rings where I knew what was up. Like I had some steady, but basically I had to fake it till I made it quite a bit. But that was okay. And it really forced me to learn and know my crap, and the kids really challenged me in that, hey, I want to say this. How do I say this? And I'm like, well, 今わからないけど調べて答えします, whatever. Basically, I would say, okay, I'll look it up and I will teach you later. I will tell you later. So the first summer I did that, had an amazing new experience, made a new romance at the summer camp, and she went back to Japan, so that was end of that. And I went back to school, studied harder, and I said, hey, I'm going to study even harder to learn harder, so I can go back to the summer camp next year and I can teach the crap out of these kids. I can share my Japanese skill with these kids and kind of be a role model, because we didn't really teach the kids too much because we couldn't explain anything in English. We had to speak in Japanese, and we had to use a lot of big gestures like おはようございます。朝ごはんを食べましょう. We had to literally talk like that constantly, which is very unnatural. But that's how we had to try to communicate to the kids. And it was just a great challenge to do that, to communicate. And when you cracked them and you got them to understand, it was just the best feeling ever. Anyway, so went back to school, studied super hard so I can go back to the summer camp the next summer and I could do so much better. And I met another Japanese girl there, It's very easy to do it at the summer camps. If you've never been to a summer camp, that's what summer camps are about. You're working with these people for summer love. It's summer love, and we're right? It's super hard. Yeah. It's a proper skill. Yeah. Like I said, at the summer camps, it's literally like 今からご飯を食べます。行きましょう。手を洗いましょう。水を飲みましょう. So it's a lot of that. Not all the time. But anyway, but I went back to the summer camp the next, summer, and another summer love, met another Japanese girl there. And like I said, it's a really good, even the kids do it, the campers do it. The campers there are there for like either 2 weeks or 4 weeks. Some of the kids are there for a month. So some of the kids form like little relationships and stuff like that, so another relationship with another Japanese girl at the summer camp. But that was the summer that like I got a lot of letters. Like the kids can like write you goodbye letters and kind of stuff. And I still have like a lot of them from way back when, man. 2006 or so. But that was like the first summer where I got many letters. There's one that really sticks out to my mind the most, but a lot of them, they had the same kind of feel to them. But one, really like blatantly said, I want to be like you. You're such an inspiration for me. You have a great personality. I want to be like you. And that was probably the first time in my entire life, that someone said, I want to be like you. I never had anybody say, I want to be like you, All right, Kevin, thanks again, man. Thanks for, you came into the juicy bits. You came in on the juicy bits, Kevin. Looking forward for your next, your next Japanese update video. またね、頑張ってください。応援してます。絶対すごい上手になるから、次のビデオ、絶対私が見ますので、また後でね。バイバイ。Anyway, but yeah, it was the first time one of the students said, じゃあね. First time anyone had told me, that they looked up to me. And like it was a really pretty sweet, like very well worded red leather, yellow leather, good letter. And I'm not remembering most of it, but basically it boiled down to is, I had a great personality, great energy. Don't change anything about who I am and what I'm doing. And it was a girl, right? It was a camper, but she said, I want to be like you. I aspire to be like you one day. And I really took that to heart. And I was like, you know what? I'm genuinely, I never met that camper again because, they're campers. So they come and sometimes they come back the next year. Sometimes they don't, whatever. But I wasn't going to let that go to waste. I took that to heart, and that was my next motivation, right? My first motivation was meeting this Japanese American girl and trying to impress her and having a lot of fun. It was positive motivation, right? The next positive motivation was having a blast, an amazing new experience, like a new formative experience for me at the summer camps. That was positive. It was very positive motivations. I had a very positive mindset with Japanese, and I was doing something fun with it. So that was the next one. And then the next one was getting, really positive feedback from, a lot of the campers. I got so many letters saying, hey, you're really good. I want to speak Japanese like you one day. I want to be like you. And I kind of felt like I didn't deserve it at the time. I felt like really imposter kind of syndrome. Like I didn't deserve this kind of thing because like these kids didn't know, they didn't really see the real me. They saw the camp me, and your camp persona is very much different than your real life persona. Because again, you're in your own little bubble, you're in your own little camp world, and that's why summer camp love is just easy. It brews, it bubbles, whatever. Kids didn't know that, like, I dropped out of school like right away, and I'm kind of mulled around trying to figure myself out, but it's getting more and more common, So that's why I kind of felt like, oh man, I feel like an imposter. Like these kids don't really know the real me, They just see me like the camp me, But boiled down to it, like I felt really natural. I felt at home, like that. The camp me was the me I wanted to be, and speaking Japanese and being crazy at Japanese summer camp. So anyway, so I did that. Did that for 3 years. After the second year, got all the positive comments and the letters and feedback and stuff like that. So I went back to school again. I'm like, I'm gonna study the crap out of Japanese. So I come back to the next year and I can teach the crap out of everybody. I'm just gonna know everything. It's gonna be an amazing time. So I did that. Went back again. I was still dating. Where was that camp? So the camp is in Minnesota. It's called Concordia Language Villages. And that camp is really big. They've been doing it for close to 60 some odd years now. It was 70 years now, maybe, because I feel like it was 60 years when I was like working there, and that was 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. But CLV, Concordia Language Villages, in Minnesota, but they actually have they branched out, like they have the same brand, basically it's the same company that organizes it, and I know they had some like in Georgia and like some satellite campuses, but the main core activities all happen in Minnesota in the summer. And they have I think they brag close somewhere to 80,000 kids per summer are going to the various different languages, right? So at the Japanese camp, there was probably close to 400 kids that were there during the summer, right? And they broke it up in different sessions, right? There was 2-week kids that would come and then go, and then there was another group of 2-week kids, and then the 4-week kids came. So there was a group of 2-week kids that were there, and then these 2-week kids would leave, and then another set of 2-week kids would overlap and come, so there was kids coming, going, stuff like that, Just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Then I did that for 3 years. And after my third year of school, I took all the classes I could in Kansas. Like there was no more Japanese I could take. I couldn't progress my study with Japanese any further in Kansas. And I was like, well, what do? I got to go to a bigger university that has more Japanese. And just looking around, like different programs that had Japanese. I wanted to study abroad, but my school didn't have really good study abroad programs. And I was paying for all my college, like, studying Japanese is just not something that you do in my area. I mean, it's not something you don't not do, but it just wasn't very big back in good old Kansas. So, yeah. I was like, Hawaii has a lot of Japanese people. There's a lot of big Japanese community there. I could probably go to Hawaii and meet people in the community and, looking at their Japanese programs, they had a huge Japanese language program. So I transferred to the University of Hawaii. And then from there, I spent the next 10 years of my life, living, working, studying, meeting the love of my life, my wife, who is Japanese. I worked for a Japanese travel agency, and the list keeps going on. I'm not going to give you too much more detail, but I moved to Hawaii, so that was another positive experience that I had with language. I moved to Hawaii, which is freaking Hawaii, and it's beautiful. So again, for me, language is not just words and it's not just like I said, words on a page. It's an experience. It's a journey. It's a part of, I made it part of who I am. That was my thing. It's like, what's your hobby? And I was like, oh, studying Japanese. Well, it's kind of like, learning about Japan and its culture and everything about it is my hobby. That is who I am. I don't want to even say it's my hobby. It's just what I do. It's just what I do and what I enjoy. And it's who I identify at. I'm Dan. I'm the dude that learned about Japan. So that's kind of my origin and my ever going journey with Japanese, making it part of my lifestyle. So, Andy just did a really, really good video. Really, really, really good video about, the truth about Japanese study tips. Or learning any language tip, His message was this, right? There's thousands of study tips for many different languages, right? Like do this, do that, do this. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. I enjoy sharing this story because I hope people get inspiration from it, right? And I hope people see a message in it. It's all about positive, right? Being positive with your language journey. But kind of where I was going with Andy's kind of video, right? Andy's video was all about, there's so many tips, right? But what it boils down to is repetition. You need repetition. You got to be doing it over and 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 over. You got to do it over and over and over and over. And I've been studying and using Japanese for 15 years. People ask me, "Oh, your Japanese is great. How did you do it?" It's like, well, I can't really tell you how I did it. There's many different ways I did it, but I will tell you the number one thing is time. Yeah, put in the time, put in the hard work, and put in the time. I need to get the day started, bro. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks, Rob. Thanks for hanging out, man. Always good to talk to you and chat. Thanks for derailing me all the time, But yeah, Andy's video talked about repetition and basically doing what you want to do over and over and over again. Because if you think about it, like professional, sports players, like, he was talking about like a soccer player, right? So like a soccer player, like if you just practice penalty kicks, that's all you do is practice penalty kicks, you're going to be awesome at penalty kicks, right? But you might not be good at the rest of the game. So basically, what are brothers for if you don't derail? That's what brothers are for. Yeah, derailing. Derailed. Anyway, penalty kicks, soccer, basically studying or doing whatever you want to do, whatever you're trying to study, like many different angles. But more than that, like it's all about repetition and doing what you love to do over and over and over again, right? So his whole thing with sports analogy is when you see professional sports, like you don't have to watch sports or anything like that. You just know that there's professional sports players, people that do sports for professionally for a living, and they get paid lots and lots of money and whatnot, when you see them playing their prospective sport and they're like amazing at it, you're watching such a short part of what all the work and all the blood, sweat, tears, whatever, all the hard work. You're watching just you're watching a culmination of all of their hard work in a very short span. You don't see the years, the months, the hours that they put in. You don't watch the practices, right? You watch the game. You watch a very short glimpse of those professional players. And it's the same thing with language, right? Like it takes time, right? It takes a lot of time to, and you can't even perfect, right? Language is not a perfect thing. I don't speak perfect English. Nobody speaks any perfect language, anything, right? But it takes a lot of time and repetition to get it to soak in, right? And Andy's word was repetition, right? And I left a big old long comment on his video because I was like, dude, it's a really good video. And basically I told him that his video, it was probably like maybe 10 to 13, 14 minutes, right? His video literally explained the past 15 years of my life, and it answered literally the question I have been asked tens of thousands of times by many different people from many different cultures, from many different countries. They're like, wow, your Japanese is good. How did you study Japanese? And I think it's what I'm going to be saying, from now on. It's like, I can't tell you a book. I can't tell you a teacher. I can't tell you a method because I used so many, right? But the thing that I did use was time. I took the time to put in the work that it took to learn Japanese, and that's what you got to do. You can't expect results from one book, right? You might get some amazing things out of that one book, but, language is very different in that you can get a lot of stuff from like study books and teachers and stuff like that, but if you're not actively using it and actively trying to communicate with that language, then it's not going to stick, You really got to use it, Yeah, you saw that video, right? Good, great video, right? Teriko-san. It was a great message. It was a good message, right? Got me fired up. It got me
Fired up.
is what it got me, So, anyway, that video kind of, really, speaking of my origins and stuff like that, very recently he put that video out, I think this past week, so it really, what the whole story that I just told the intranets, maybe 5 or 6 people, whatever, really had flashbacks of all of that, because you can do some amazing things with it, right? And for me, language was not something that's on a piece of paper. Language is not a test. Language was not a class. Language was a tool to communicate and to experience the world for me, right? It was, I don't even want to say it was a tool. It was a part of me. I guess I could say tool, for lack of a better word. It was my means to experience the world in a very different way that I'd never experienced it before, So the connections, the experiences that I've had just by learning a new language, right? And I don't want to say study. I just say learning or acquiring a new language, right? It's been very interesting, very fulfilling, very life fulfilling. And it was awesome. It is 12:30. I've been running this stream for close to 3 hours now. I think I'm going to call it a night. Thanks again, Teriko-san. Thanks again for hanging out. I'm going to call it a night. I don't have to work tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so that's why I can kind of stay up late. But I do got some stuff to do tomorrow. So, all right, everybody. If you're watching this on the replay, awesome. If you made it this far, holy crap, you're awesome. But anyway, this is Come to Japan, the channel that wants you to come to Japan. My name is Dan. Thanks again, everybody. Good night. And zehi mata kite kudasai. Please do come again, all right? Thanks again, Teriko-san. Oyasumi nasai. Bye-bye. Doom.